as we speak in our holy Sufian language. Al-Sufian, Al-Wadu. We open our divine meeting on our great day, the Al-Sufian Day, July 14, 2024. We present Al-Sufian Day, granted to us by our divine creator, Allah Wallah. As the Al-Sufian says, all forms of slavery is the gravest transgression against the laws of heaven and the laws of earth. All forms of slavery are forbidden. We're going to speak right out the Al-Sufian out of Sufa 126. Number 5, whether by bondage, obligation, fear, or death, slavery in all forms is the gravest of transgressions. So now, with the Al-Sufian against all forms of transgressions via bondage, could be a bond, a treasury bond, a bail's bondsman, anything with a bond or attached with a bond, electronic bond, conveyant bond, ionic bond, any type of bonding, any molecular bonding, obligation, privileges that was accepted for transfer of rights by waiving your rights by agreeing to accept privilege from a foreign hand. Fear, any false scripture that have brought forth the fear of the Lord as the beginning of the knowledge is all invalid and ab initio from the beginning, null and void. And all debt backed amongst the people in all lands considered taxpayers is a form of slavery, and all slavery is a transgression. So this is very powerful. Do we need to go further? Who agree? It is our duty, not his duty, to stop slavery. It's not his family to stop your family from going into slavery. Who understand family values? What families are a part of a community? Oh, all this love will help us out if love is in our heart. Because today is a special day. We receive something from the divine creator. And to put on the record for all. A Suf A Sufian Muslim is forbidden to partake in slavery. Slavery is a transgression against heaven and earth and the gravest transgressions against the Al-Sufian. So yeah, we gotta bring this up. This gotta be on the motivator. I already know I'm hyped. It's been coming for 18 consistent years, and it's coming to a cherry on top, as the Southern cliche goes.
No, y'all come on in the front. Y'all good folks, come on in the front, not the back.
Good to feel.
Yeah,
Oh,
good to see y'all, man.
Good. Good
Oh,
to
yeah,
see.
he's
Good to
looking
see.
for his love. He's looking up.
Hey.
Good to see you, brother. Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
okay? I miss you. That's all right.
Hey, that's right.
I miss you.
We know what time it is. We know what time it is. Yes, it's our super young day. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Raw.
Yeah.
Raw. All light and crispy clean. Crispy, I'm talking about feeling, man. Hey, feeling like you come fresh out the store. What's up now? Mm-hmm. All right. Oh yeah. So it's all love.
Well, Mason, you might well take them shoes off and get comfortable.
Hey, how y'all feeling today? Hey, we gotta hey set this off different.
I
Mm-hmm.
heard that. See, ain't it good?
Hey, for all believers.
That's right. You see, when you don't practice and preach love, you have violence and killing. You see what happened yesterday. The president got in. So we see this society has to offer y'all, whether you know it or not. It ain't about love. I'm telling everybody. I ain't been around 53 years for nothing. It ain't about love. You won't find love, you're gonna have to find it yourself. That's what we have done.
Mm-hmm. It begins to see clearer and clearer.
It's clear.
It's so clear now that it's see-through.
That's right.
Blessed be the Al-Sufian for freeing, especially in this time,
Yeah.
all people, but especially the black people. The black people have no help.
That's right.
The black people have no high education levels to send their children to understand the vast understanding and teachings that all of us as blacks need to acquire for your black mind. Hey, because it's not the skin they after, it's after your black mind.
That's right. Right. They get
So-
their mind, they got everything. Yeah.
So us as black people, we must understand ourselves, but we also must understand the love that we allow by bringing others aboard on the land.
That's right. That's correct.
And doing that, a lot of us have lost our own ways
That's right.
by picking up other cultures and forgetting your own. I mean, this is already. I'm almost at a loss for words.
That's all right, brother. Anytime you have more guns than people, that should tell you something. That ain't love. That ain't Christ's love. That ain't about love.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Love motivates.
There you go.
Where's the self? Where's the family?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the community that upholds the values
Right on.
of motivation?
Yes, indeed.
Where's the family? Where's the community? Where's the values that uphold inspiration?
Right on.
Where's the community? Where's the family that uphold in their homes proper education?
Right on.
We need a system, a value system for our mind. The black man and the black woman are in critical condition.
There you go.
They will be in ICU or they will be in a coma. And if we don't understand the greatness and the blessings that have showered us previously, prior times, and what's happening currently, there's a magnificence that came and that keeps coming. And we must understand they came with a duty as you came with a duty. How many of us is tired of being lied to? We say sick of being tired.
Sick, sick.
How many of us is sick of being lied to?
Oh, yes.
Women lied to by men lying to women,
Yeah.
women and men both lying on each other.
Yes.
Is that proper education? Is that how the sun and the moon operate?
No, sir.
Mm, 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 mm. I think we have to know who we are to really understand our blessing. I want to go around and see who we are. As they say, who do you think you are? Yes. Yes. Who do we think we are? Are we what society is portraying through movies? Because this is what our children are going to see.
Yeah.
And it's such a deep thing. And also, there's many good things coming in. Am I the only one that feel great today?
No, sir. Read God. No, sir. Read.
Mm.
Forever great.
Mm. See, because we have to take it light over here at the community. But also, we have on the same day the Al-Sufian Academy, the great opening, launching the same day as Al-Sufian Day, where all the advanced teachings, non-sugar coated, tell it like it is, all the knowledge that you would need to set yourself, your family, and your communities in oneness and harmony. Now, this is going to be a task for a father, and it's going to be a task for a mother.
Oh, yes.
what's the most important desire for us in these moments now? I want to do some listening. Tell me what is y'all most strongest desire in this current moment. This is how we'll begin to know.
Yes, indeed.
Oh yes, I mean any beloved voice. You're gonna hear my
What was
voice.
your question?
What is the desire?
What is the desire?
Yes.
What desire?
I'll tell you what mine is.
Anyone.
And it started July the 4th, 19. And it's amazing what happened in the month of July.
Wow.
But my desire was to know the truth and to be free from all the captivity and to know my divine creator. Because he has so much love for us, the unknown and the known. And I'm forever grateful to be part of love. Because without love, you're going to have trouble. And we can see it each and every day. Just who love, this is love is action behind it. And can't you tell when someone cares about you? When it's emotion or just feeling alone, it's just a wonderful thing. Brother Ed, Brother Rock, it's a wonderful thing to have beautiful parents who love you. And then it's just like when you think about this child here. His parents love him. But one day, he might not know it now. But one day he gonna get to know this, and then he gonna become part of this, part of this love. You see what I'm saying? Love in return. Y'all giving love now, and now he's gonna give love in return. Our divine creator gave us love when we didn't know ourselves and who we were. That's why he said, seek first the kingdom of the divine creator, and the rest will be added unto you. We got to know our divine creator first, most of all, before we get to know anything else. And I'll see exactly why that scripture was translated and was wrote and was said. Because if we don't seek first the kingdom, and you seek everything else first, what happens? Look at everybody who don't know the divine creator, what they life wind up to do. It be miserable. I don't care if it's in relationship, if you see men and women first, and without divine creator first, what happens in a relationship? You wind up breaking up and everybody goes separate ways and then they get to one thing. Reality is real. And we got to get to know thyself, because once you know yourself, you beginning on your way right there. And that's right, Brother Rock. Right on. See how peaceful he is.
Anybody else want to share?
See how peaceful he is.
Said, not to piggyback, but to actually live. Love to peace, to community. For all of us to work in accordance here within K.O.S. Knowledge based. The knowledge is here of the divine creator. Acting accordingly towards that. And they will say at all times put your right foot forward toward what needs to be. And it can be done, and it is being done through the seen and unseen, through words and in deeds. So to work together and not be against. Two positives can't go impel,
Good science. Mm-hmm.
but that positive and negative
Mm-hmm.
can make something work in accordance with the divine creator. Knowledge of the word. When I speak on knowledge of the word, getting back to actuality of where words come from. And the literature you sent me yesterday that I read upon, even from Christianity has ruined all languages that they have gotten their hands on. They have created languages as well.
That's right.
So, getting, as you stated, the mindset. If you got on one mindset of divine creation, you are going to lose. That's why you have to get yourself correct. Self first, then others. Separating the I from community. That's it, man. Just love.
We're so, oh man, all love. Is that it? That's all? Nobody else? I appreciate everyone who shared. Strongest desire right now. That, that's only what you can tell us. I wouldn't know. Yeah, you can say you want to. You can think on this. Yeah. Do anyone? This is maybe Al-Sufian. They bring your favorite sufas. Anybody want to bring some sufas that inspired them, that helped them gain instruction in life, helped them see clearer something that they didn't know? The Al-Sufian is a reminder to all of us of something we forgot and something that will beat out of us and to create a low self-esteem. So to motivate our people and inspire our people back to the glory of their glory, they need this proper education that's inside the Al-Sufian. Because society has led us down a dark path. But the Al-Sufian is our sun. That's going to light our way.
The way is not meant to be a burden.
Okay, yeah. Call them out so I can bring them on the screen.
Joy.
Yeah, your favorite sufis. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, that's Sufa 137 and 5. Let's get them on the record. Mm-hmm. Join with the Creator. These are the words of the Lord, not mine. Partake with them. Raw. Yeah, that's an ISO coat. Say ISO. ISO. Yeah, this is an ISO. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is storm. Yeah, this how this. Well, yeah. This what you.
No, no. Cut your fan off. Cut your fan off. Is it hard?
ISO code, ISO, yeah, code. Yeah, yeah, code, yeah. Icosahedron. Yeah.
There's a lot of
20.
meaning behind it.
Yep, 20. Yeah. That's what the shape of the universe. The cells in your body look like these.
Like that, something.
The cells in your body look like these. And when you treat your body the wrong way, they begin to have points on it. This is what they call like cancer cells. When they get points on it, and you say ouch, or that hurt from the inside, that's because you're getting cells and they starting to shape with points on it.
They produce, they show viruses.
Yeah, that's how viruses begin to show.
That explains why people get sick as well, because once they out of shape and your body is made of trillions of cells, and once that happens, everything is gonna go haywire.
And that's why we need the science of who we are. So all that can be managed with wisdom. So this is our top thing. Mm. Lets us please. Yeah, put this on the record, please.
Only through self-respect and respect of others can a person truly love Allah. Those who say true Muslims must fear the Lord are wrong. Ignorance creates fear. Fear creates hate. Hate creates evil. A man who fears Allah does not honor him, but the demon that told him such a lie. Faith in the way is simple. It is the belief above all others that there is only one deity, and his true name is Allah, and that he created us, and that he loves us. And the greatest respect that you show is to live a good and holy life in his name.
The greatest respect you show to him is to live a good life and respect
Hey, heaven rejoicing to all those who take a part.
Yeah.
Just like you have to partake in the evil,
That
partake into the righteousness.
That's right.
So you can feel the inspiration that's real.
Yeah. And I have observed this in many years. I know why, but you know what? Observe everybody. They love to do wrong before they do right. It's just like an addiction. And can you imagine living in a country with leaders who love wrong than right? That's why the president got shot yesterday. Because this country loved wrong. Look what they done to us as a people when we didn't have not one ally or no help. That's why we must turn to our divine creator, because that's the only ally that we have, and it begins with AL, just like our ally does. That's the only ally we have in this existence. We turn to man if we want. We turn to the evil leaders if we want. And if we go turn to man, make sure it's a good man, the man about righteousness, the man about truth, who ain't gonna harm you but helps you. This is what this all about. This life is all about.
I don't want to step on no toes, so please don't take offense to the listeners or anyone who's viewing. But in biblical way of life, you was taught to fear,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a stigma in the black community's mind. The black man, the black woman, and the black child is grown with the ideology that they should fear the Lord, because that's the beginning of knowledge. The Al-Sufian speaks different. What the sister just voiced was not the same of what we have read in biblical scriptures. Y'all agree or disagree?
Oh, I don't.
So what do y'all think about that? Because that's a belief, that's a faith that I cannot know. Only you know through your own self-evaluation. Like, do you feel you should fear the Lord? Or do you feel you should respect the Lord?
All are equal.
Yeah.
When you hear something, you're not open and honest with it. Because you fear of what might happen. You know, honesty, you fear consequences, you fear judgment. So when you hear something, you're not going to be your true self. You don't feel like, oh, I have to be a certain way towards this person because I fear what they may think. So, yeah.
When I read that, it says, and I think it says the opposite. It says, beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. Now, I thought about that. I said, now, that is like being afraid of someone. And this beginning of wisdom is to be afraid or fear something. Red flags went all up. I just couldn't accept that. And that's the beginning of wisdom. To fear your divine creator. It just don't make no sense. Certain things that's been read and said and translated in the Bible just don't make no sense. You know.
And that's why we have to come to the wisdom. What's the wisest of wise? Is it wise to fear? And see, though it's just said in here, that doesn't mean that the ideology still doesn't circulate in the mind throughout the 24-hour day period.
Oh, yeah.
As the beautiful sister said about fear, that's a low self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
Think about how that brings all of our spirits down.
It does. It does.
I want to add to that. I think that's why a lot of old school parents tend to have adopted that whole notion of don't want it to fear you. Like your parents want you to fear, they want their children to fear them versus respect them. But they think that fear is going to gain respect, but that's not how that works. It's like, oh, once again, I fear you, that's not caring. I'm not going to tell you the truth. I'm going to be sneaky. I'm going to go, find ways to be manipulative and do other things. I feel like since I'm scared of you, about if it's something that I feel like you're not going to necessarily understand, you might take it the wrong way.
Right on.
And then as a parent, we have to look at yourself and be like, is this supposed to control me? And then go back to the Bible, there's why this put as a symbol of God, and this is like a form of control over people.
I think parents don't get the outcome that they want, but
These are the points that we y'all beautiful spiritual sisters, just unlocked the whole shebang. That is how everything became divided. We didn't think these words would come to effect.
That's right.
But since someone changed the word from respect to fear, now with our parents, with their parents, with their parents. They was beat in the head with this fear.
Yeah.
So now, as children, every child can say that their parent was onto this way of life, which brought fear to the child. And if parents can understand that the wrong tactic was used, this is where all of the families can become free and become reunited. Because what's still holding the division line is something called fear. This fear. And this is ruining as it has already ruined. But the Al-Sufian is here to heal all of us to if you are a believer. Because this is where it starts. You're not going no further than your belief. The belief of coming is the reason why we are here. And we have to understand why fear was placed there for our mind to receive as a way to the Lord. We will begin to self-hate. We don't like our hair. We don't like our skin. Well, Bernie Man say, I hate my nose. I hate your black bone. And we could go on.
All I can think about when they use this tactic of fear, they use the Ku Klux Klan. Now, that didn't terrorize us. Nothing did. Because ever since they come up with the KKK, and then that was backed by the government because you see that nobody do anything about it. They allowed the KKK to terrorize people all over the planet. And that right there alone put fear in our people's heart that they become scared of the white folks. Ever since then, and they can't shake it for some reason, they're still afraid of it. Now they call it white supremacy. You know, but it's hard to shake that because you've been molded at it and instilled that all your life, and then nobody comes to your rescue. Now that become part of your life. Yeah.
That's the danger that these false scriptures have created. The outcome for black families.
Yeah.
On the record, Esau is not coming for your salvation.
Hey, yes, the beautiful sister read a ported line. You started at 20:31. A man who fears God, let's say, a man who fears God does not honor God, but the demon. Let's stop right there.
See that?
Let's think. Let's put on our thinking cap.
Yeah.
We just said about fear. Anyone who fears God will not honor God. Because of what the sisters, our great feminine energy, just put down. How could you love something you fear? That's not a coming to. That's a repelling, as the word you used earlier. That's a repelling. So we all this time been thinking we ask your older people, ask your older people, do you know God? And they'll tell you yes. Now look at this, what has been said. It ain't said that God said that we honor, but the demons. This is where we should raise our eyebrows, even the dog ears go up.
Yeah.
So we talking about when this is said that we have to be earnest in our heart. Well, that's something again, as the beautiful Umpas just put down. How can you be honest with fear?
Yeah.
How can you speak truthful words when you got the thought of fear?
Yeah.
Fear is a thought.
Mhm.
Thoughts come before words.
That's right.
Thoughts are faster than words.
That's right.
Look how much we are restricted. This is why the babies come to show us. They come here tossing things. There's no restriction. Take my little, it could be my favorite diamond. Get it out of here. We don't care. You getting too attached to this world. It's about you and the Creator. So we have to get reminded that we may have been told a few things that was wrong. And it says those who say you must fear God are wrong. Not that's something deep. As a believer, you want to believe in what's true. When you come across actions that have been associated with such conduct, could be friends, could be women, could be jobs, could be growing up, any experience of event that we all have had. This is what life has given us. To live is to learn. If you hear, you done learned a lot already. How much of that is suppressed by fear? How much is not vocalized by our women because of fear? What we don't know what people are scared to say and what they are not scared to say.
That's right.
Not knowing is what creates fear. Not seeking to know is what creates fear. You wouldn't fear God if you knew God. It ain't encouraging to say fear God. It ain't encouraging you to know God or get to know God. It's repentance.
I'm glad you brought that up. Ignorance. What y'all think about ignorance? Since we done had some experience, is ignorant? Does ignorance exist?
It does. It does.
Just ask a clear question. Does it exist in our perceptions and perspectives?
Yeah. It exists fully.
So the beginning of the word ignorance is a common social media today of ours. We call it what? IG. And you tell us on IG, is there ignorance or is there respect? More. And once again, this is what our children, this is what's getting dumped off for our children.
Yeah.
These actions just gonna be just like what we gonna see when with Bill Clinton in the presidency. Let me go all the way in. Now, how a Christian president? No, let me stop. All right, let's switch up. Let's have some fire. That's why we need a new word for people who are not violating the holy and divine way, that are good Christians and that are good Muslims, but have failed to the wisdom of questionable men.
That's right.
Men follow men. I hope y'all see that in life.
Yeah.
Who is following the Creator? Because there ain't been no resurrection or redemption. We'll know because our sisters and the black man will be back together.
That's right.
In bliss. Because they know they Creator. When we're not in bliss, there's a word we call that e-bliss. That's when the lesser spirits have stolen our joy. They used to Southern cliche, don't let them steal your joy.
Right on.
Take it all. You ain't gonna steal my joy. We always had a simple way of life.
Right.
Now they have created something called a complex. Now We got a psychological complex, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mental health issue.
Mm-hmm.
Mental illness. They saying black people, as black women and black men and they black children are mentally ill coming out of the womb.
Ain't that something?
This is mental statistics.
Yeah.
Why are we considered the way we consider? Didn't we proclaim we Christians? Why are you treated the way you are being treated?
Look, that's a good question.
Is that true Christianity? Have you been a true Christian? Maybe not, because you will know true Christianity. This is where we all become, ain't no man walked in water and never got wet. You can't come here and not transgress not one time. Because of this ignorance is real. We come clean, pure, undefiled.
That's right.
But those around us is what makes us unclean, impure, and now tainted. How? Just like he has 2 ears. Remember, the wise really don't speak. It's a gift to hear the wise speak. The child is a gift from wisdom.
That's right.
So they come not speaking, but they come listening. So he's listening just like Mason is listening. All the children, just like we were children, we always been listening.
That's right.
We never said what we learned, what we heard. But we heard, we listened.
That's right.
So this is what it's saying. If what we listening to is tainted, then what we receiving in is tainted.
There you go.
So if we don't have the harmony of the woman and the harmony of the man, both of them equally knowing themselves, this is how it's supposed to be as Sufian. There's no lesser, there's no greater. There's oneness and allness. But if we take on the fear aspect, this is where doubts start coming in.
Yeah.
And I want us to bring you in while we got marvelous time, because we may do some reading and we may not. All these classes be unscripted. This is not no church. Free voice, free to be heard.
Right on.
Anything you desire to be said.
Yeah.
The things that need to be known is some of the things that we need to cover. So, in essence of why the strongest desire was asked is because that we don't need to forget the primary cause of coming to the plane of earth. Remember, you came to earth.
That's right.
You wasn't born. You came to earth. So when we are understanding what that truly means, this is called the way. The ultimate goal for us to, let me say it this way, for our beautiful women and our beautiful sisters, our beautiful males, what is the end goal for all of us? There's an end goal for all of us. We all individually came here.
That's right.
On our own separate terms,
There you go.
separate times,
There you go.
different bodies. So why individually did we come, and what is the collective reunification of it?
That's right.
Why did you have a child? Do y'all have children not to see them again? I'm asking a good question. Did your parents have you not to see you again?
Sure.
Did you have parents not to see them again?
Right.
Did you come in the world not to live again?
Mm-hmm.
This is what the ultimate goal was, but now it has been distracted. through parlance and interpretation by preachers. And shout out to all good preachers who preach the right word. But those who are preaching the wrong word are giving life to evil. And that's a sin. That's worse than a scribe writing on a sheet of paper for us to give life to evil. We are divine beings, clean and pure. For us to understand things on a non-clean and pure level is not saying that we have accomplished the ultimate goal. Before we go to the ultimate goal, let's go to the ultimate failure. Okay? The ultimate failure. The ultimate failure for anyone who comes in a body is no life beyond. Your worst failure down here, your greatest, most ultimate failure, it wasn't getting heartbroken. It wasn't losing at the championship game. It wasn't not winning the championship wide. It's not having a $1 trillion, $1 billion bank account. It's not the network of a vast network of millions. The ultimate failure is to die. Did y'all know y'all came here to learn how to never die? If you did not, then YOLO. This is what they pushing down the people mind. You only live once.
That's right.
If you live once, it wasn't no use for you even coming.
That's right.
And it wasn't for you coming again in this realm to produce another. So when we are talking about the reason why we have came here is to ultimately learn something. You are living here to learn something.
Live to learn.
We all is living to learn. I finally learned it.
That's right.
So this is why it needs to be re-established to understand all of our goals. The in-between don't matter. Height, size, shape, weight, that doesn't matter. That's in between. The beginning and the ending is the first and the last. And the last shall become the first. What you die as, the last, shall become the first. What we should understand, if you live a certain way of life, you are condemning yourself to live only once.
How about that?
By believing a certain thought, by believing in certain feelings, you are invested into dying. You was to learn how to resurrect from the dead.
Yeah. Come on with it.
The glory was the resurrection. The belief that carried black people was the resurrection.
Thank you.
Now, the resurrection is the redemption. Now, if you hear the sounds of anyone's voice, you are in resurrection. We have been told that you die and you receive resurrection. Now, how long have we invested this thought pattern? Because remember, we got to face death, all of us.
All of us. How about that? Can't escape.
People have tried to give us a pattern of how to see or view death. There's a pattern that you receive all your glory. You go into your learning phase after death. This is where how it's taught in churches, that you go into your learning. Resurrection is where you go and learn. how to go to God. In teachings of ancient truth, what you did over here was your resurrection period. If you go to sleep and you wake up, that's called resurrection. This is called redemption. You are going to sleep and waking up to redeem yourself. Everybody has came back to redeem themselves. Everybody has came back to redeem themselves. Y'all are ancient spirits that have came into unique new bodies to redeem yourself by now. This is why the time period, why you come in the time period where truth is revealed. You come in a time period where you can hear truth. You associate with truth. You believe in the truth. You in this proximity. That's because you one of these. That's a new one. Not like that. You one of these, hey. So now when we're talking about the goal of why these people put fear is so you have no life beyond. When you go to death, your last visit is the grave. When for you, the grave is your first step to eternity. I hope y'all just heard that. I'm not talking about the finite world that we sleep and awake in. That's birth and death. On a micro level. We talking about where you came from.
There you go.
Before you came into what they call birth canal. Everybody named is to remind them who they are. This is to remind you of your nature before you came into a nature that redefined your nature.
Yeah.
See, we have to be knowing what the demon has done. He has reclassified your whole entire thought pattern. He have ideologically subverted through false scripture the way you view the world and your own existence. You don't even look at your own existence because your own existence is not needed in the scripture. You need another's existence to come and save you. Not your own existence saving your own existence. Why do you think the Creator created you?
Yes, indeed.
As the beautiful sister read, He loved us. So why would anything created from love, made of love, would fear? Only through self-respect. This is the most quality statement of truth that one can believe in. If you believe in self and you believe in the self-respect, only through self-respect and respect of others.
Yes, indeed.
Now, don't we respect the job? Don't we respect that money that come from the job? Don't we respect when bills due? Don't we respect things when things on time, where we know things got to be on time, or maybe late fees, they're going to tax us more, they're going to take from us. So we try to be more on time because they have struck a chord called fear. See, they didn't ever want us to get money. I'm going to say this real clear. They did not ever want us to get money and respect yourself. This was a no-no. This was what has disqualified ourselves and our own belief in our Creator. When we get money, we don't know what to do with it no more. Go ask your great-grandma what she did with it, and she'll tell you a few things. It ain't like how it is today. He had, she had, the family had, the community had. because they wasn't on the things that we own. They mind wasn't on Instagram. They mind wasn't on a thought pattern. Let the world see me. The pattern is on the family, the life, the wealth, the safety, the peace, the making sure the joy and the pleasure. How many of us growed up with what we got what we want? In the muck of all this ignorance, they made sure joy and pleasure was there.
That's right.
So when we talking about that's battling through the storm, that's respecting yourself. This is what we have to do. If we can't respect ourselves, how are we going to respect our children? Mason, Dario, Sister Ari, Sister Chantel. How are we going to be able to respect each other if we don't respect self? If we don't have no discipline over our own thoughts, words, and deeds, how are we going to have respect for others' thoughts, words, and deeds? Nobody has to help nobody. Nobody has to do anything. Things that are being done are done by the will of the Creator. Because the time that we are in now, we are actually conceived. We have forgotten the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is attaining life beyond.
Right on. Right on.
This is what we forget. We must attain the life beyond.
Beautiful.
All this time that we have of going to sleep and awakening, we never came to the conclusion that we can neither be asleep nor awake. Because if you was awake, you couldn't go to sleep. When you sleep, you can't be awake. But you can go through and to both. This is called life beyond. This is something that we have lost due to we want so much in this world that we're going to make this world like heaven.
Yeah.
So we have to understand the 3 levels of self: sleep, dream, and awake. The Al-Sufian is to help us in these 3 areas. They call them body, soul, and spirit. We must understand these 3 levels. You must understand the wisdom of sleep. You must understand the wisdom of dream. You must understand the wisdom of awake.
Beautiful.
This is how we attain the life beyond.
Right on.
Those are restriction points, terminal points, checkpoints, boundaries, enclosements. You ever thought, how do you exist in this universe?
That's right.
And then you exist inside of a dream.
Yeah.
How is that so?
That's right.
Those are not the same places. You are a divine mind. And this is the power that we must attain to live beyond a single life. You ain't just living, doing your deeds for this life.
There you go.
This is for life beyond. Thank you. We got an hour left. So to close on that wisdom is our ultimate goal was to never die.
Right.
How are we going to get to the life beyond if we die? And we can't lose sight of this. Though the volume of this world is plentiful, variety, we must remember who we are. And why we came into existence. And anytime we need that reminder, this is why the Al-Sufian has revealed itself for those believers who always knew in their heart the truth was not told to them, but they steadily, every day, seek for that knowledge of that daily bread from the word of their Lord. Oh yes, y'all brought out some beautiful sufas. Mm-hmm. So let's get into some little instructions. We are hour in. We gonna pick up on degree and instruction 64. If any beloved wanna share their love.
Mindful of little things. It's easy to keep hold of what hasn't stared. Easy to plan what hasn't occurred. It's easy to shatter delicate things. Easy to scatter little things, new things before they happen, get them straight, before they get mixed up. The tree you can't reach your arms around grew from a tiny seedling. The the nine-story tower rises from a heap of clay. The 10,000-mile journey begins beneath your foot. Though it grew wrong, hold on, or lose not the wise soul doesn't do wrong, and not holding on doesn't lose it, and all their undertakings taken, it's just as they're almost finished that people go wrong. On the end is the beginning. Then it won't go wrong. That's why the wise wants not the wise. That's why the wise want not to care nothing for hard treasures. Learn not to learn. Turn back to what people overlook. They go along with things as they are.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you for your courageousness. Yes. Great courage.
Ain't that beautiful? It said, get them straight before they get mixed up.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Now you see why it's important to get it right before you start going wrong. And why if you start out right, you'll end up right. You start out wrong, you're gonna end up wrong. You heard that old saying. In this 10,000-mile journey begin beneath your foot. You remember the scripture says, if you make one step, Allah make two. And no matter where we had stood at and where we took our first step at, this is where you gonna wind up from step one to wherever you're at today. And life the same way. Whatever you do, let it be good. What's wrong with doing good? You practice doing good, you're gonna wind up good. And like my son said about awakening, dream, and when I lay down at night, getting ready to go to sleep, I don't know exactly when I go to sleep, but I'm going to bed and then next thing you know, we out of here. But the heart don't stop beating. Nor do you stop breathing, and you ain't even aware all this going on. This ought to tell you something. That there's a living entity that was given to you, and maybe you don't even realize how precious and how powerful that is. Because I didn't awake myself this morning. None of us did. Who did it? Man, this thing is powerful. It is powerful to go and you realize. For some reason, somehow, school started us out all wrong, and we got to be careful when we send our children because they're going to mess them up like they messed us up. Because the reason I say that, because if they did mess us up, how we wind up in the shape we in today, and then all of us have been to school and look at our condition. See? So that didn't fix it, nor did the church fix it. Okay? So how we get it fixed is we ourselves. Can't nobody fix our problem. No. For some reason, they done psyched us out that the people on Capitol Hill called presidents and vice presidents to fix our problem. And they are the problem. But we stick in the head that we thinking that they can fix it. But it's up to us. The divine creator already done fixed and laid out the roadmap, but for some reason we just can't follow it. And we can read it right, but we just can't follow it for some reason. I'm going to close on that.
That next opening paragraph, do and do wrong.
See?
See, this is what our people done. How did all this wrong become? It had to be done.
Yeah.
So that means someone had to do it. See, there's a knowledge that we missing. We got a whole knowledge base about doing. Do, go, go. Get. But something is wrong. All the people, just in my fresh years of experience, enough people have worked jobs that we should be able to come to the recollection that either we should all be free by now, just from the job scheme alone. If it worked, we should all be free. But more people in debt.
In poverty too.
Do we understand what richness is? Let's bring it down to earth. Let's talk some money talk. Do we really know what wealth is, what rich and poor is?
Yeah.
Because the poor, their understanding of rich is not the same understanding that the rich has of rich.
That's right.
So the poor think getting money is getting rich. The rich know keeping money is getting rich. We get it, don't know how to keep it. Now, when we talking about why has this phenomenon came called money? Money is a proper tool to show you who you are. Money is here to show each one of us who we are. It's a mirror to show you your deeds, what you believe in. This is what we have to understand, why something must not be right. Over 1 million of us got jobs right now. Why are we not rich? More than us done worked over jobs 50 years. Why are we still poor? What we do like the Christians, be like the Christians, pray like the Christians, but why are we not receiving none of what the people who bought the Christians to us? Seem like they doing something behind our back. It don't feel like that to y'all. Like they ain't telling y'all everything. Just telling you your APR finna increase. Your mortgage finna increase.
I wonder why.
See, all this has a play. It all has a play. So now we think rich is actually having money, and we think poor is not having money. The true definition of rich and poor, or let's say, is really wealthy or poor. The rich person, this is how you are rich and wealthy from the true definition if you want to attain it. The wealthiest person has no debt. The poorer you are, the more in debt you are. Debt has nothing to do with money. It has to do with debt. Money is an association with how much debt you are in. Black people need money so much because they in debt. And we don't understand this bind that we are keep creating by us, what it's saying, doing wrong. Doing wrong is going the wrong way.
You know what? Since you said that, I was just thinking about those who were living off the land before the skyscrapers and how we came about. Wasn't no debt.
There we go. Before the Christians came,
Before the Christians came,
it was no debt.
Wasn't no debt, nor no taxes to be paid. No property taxes to be paid on the land. And I used to always think about this when I used to go up there and pay them $2,000 every year in tax. I said, now, something ain't right. I said, now, my parents' name is on the land, and they said that they hold the deeds to it. But yet, we own the land, but we go and give $2,000 to the guy who don't own the land. Somehow, he flammed us out of there. He's just the overseer and the commissioner. So that makes him get the money. And now I got you thinking that you got to go to him every year and give him money just to keep the land. When he didn't create the land, not the earth. I said, whoa, wait a minute. All kind of plays going on and going up. I said, man, there's some major banking going on here. Right today. That's what they call it. Everybody out there on the land, I know whether you live in town state, you got to pay them tax. Property tax. To who? You know who? The thief and the robber. Brother Hill. Brother Rob. You're trying to tell me something. I know what you're trying to tell me.
Mm-hmm. So the name of the game is to get the black folks in debt. See, when they give us credit, it turns into debt.
Yeah.
We don't supposed to have any. Our credit is our word.
Oh.
See, they use money as a system against us. We had money, but we use money in a wholly, totally different way. We use money as knowledge. So whatever word y'all will come up with in y'all mind, you might say, I can't pay the tax today, but I can pay you in 2 weeks. See, that's knowledge. So that means that's a bond. We have an agreement through word. We don't need to sign no documents. Everything was done orally. Just like if we do today, like, man, I need a loan, or hey, I pay you back. That type of, it's the same thing. When we do transactions, we don't need paperwork. Only time we do paperwork is when we go to them.
That's right. Even in marriage.
And only reason why they telling us to sign here is to create a debt. So the record go back to you and not them. That's it. That's all they doing. That's why they put your name, sign your name, so the debt come back to you instead of them. See, but once we understand, and especially the sisters, man, if y'all was just to really understand y'all powers, y'all can take the system by to make the system crumble or bend right to y'all will and free everybody and get everybody money on the table, everything. Because it's all based upon our sisters.
That's right. That's right.
The way this society is designed is to suppress the knowledge of our sisters. If they don't have knowledge, now everything becomes a debt instead of a credit. If we keep our sisters poor in mind, that's a debt.
Yes, indeed.
As long as our sisters don't have knowledge, that's a debt.
That's right.
They can be fooled into slavery, which is debt, because they already using make believe to make us believe. So that's why as men, we have a proper duty to educate your woman. If you working, providing, make sure you working and providing and educating. Because she carries the keys to the equality of all humanity. Once we understand what money really is, how to really create money, and how money is nothing but a medium of exchange, then we can already set up shop at any time we want. But when we dealing with physical things depends on physical things. But when we know we spiritual divine beings, now we depend on spiritual things. So a thought go further than a thing. We can keep the thought, but we can run out of a thing. But it's the thought that keep refilling the thing. Oh, I need to go get some more. That's the thought. The thing doesn't exist. It's the thought. So what if we had thoughts as our primary form of currency?
Yeah.
This is what it was in the past.
Thank you.
It didn't have to deal with medallions, coins, and gold and silver. That's later day Torah law. After they started invading Europe, this is what had to start coming in. But before then, we're just talking about how it was in America. America is not like the Middle East, but they trying to turn America into the Middle East. Where it looked desert, that war. The same wars they doing now called Israel and Hamas. That's the same thing 2,000 years ago. Now it's on our land. Now the voice is coming from our land. They was over there in their own on the east. Now they talking from our pulpit.
Yeah.
We must understand the life beyond to really understand your purpose. See, this is when you will educate your woman, defend, protect, because everything is already known in the sense of the life beyond. the life beyond is to give us a power that they do not have.
That's right.
We have to understand black makes white. White don't make black. You see a black woman produce a high yellow child near the white. No, I have.
Yeah.
But I ain't seen no white legs. Produce no brown,
You can't do it.
ebony.
You can't do it.
hey, hey, so the truth is in nature.
Right on.
It's the truth that the black woman created all races of humanity.
There you go.
Everything in between, including
There
white.
you go.
That's why once she understands who she is, everything returns back to her. But then she got to understand who she is for it to return back to whole.
That's right.
Because they are the prime targets. If they can connive the man, trick the man, bamboozle the man by joining his system
Yeah.
to conquer the black man, that's how they win.
Yep.
So you have to look at the state that all black men are in. They don't have a society that your woman can come in. They don't have no place for your woman to worship. You don't have no place for your woman to pray. Black men are suffering with the ideology of what we should be doing with our time, money, and our resources that we have.
Yep.
More women are getting that word that women don't like right now more than ever. Do y'all understand that? Women are basically nude out here. What you think men are doing?
They sure don't deal.
Grown men is having a field day. This is for the devilish men. He is having a field day for our righteous women.
Yeah.
Our women are righteous by nature. Deception has changed their righteousness to a course of masculinity. But we have to understand the driving force behind it is money. Nothing's wrong with money, but they just outsmarting.
Yeah.
Because you just sitting down, not educating yourself how things really are, while the oppressor or the enemy or the aggressor, they understand how the universe works, including your own woman.
Yeah.
What makes her tick, what makes her come, what makes her move, what makes her spend money,
Yeah.
why she ain't spending money in the black community, why her dollars ain't supported, why she gets everything, but ain't nothing recirculating into the community because the mind frame of the ideal logic of the male stability into a family value system does not exist in an ecosystem of a community. That's how the crackers eat all day. Right now, they got a community that they work for, support for, do everything for, because they uphold their whole lifestyle, their family, and they sex. They call it corporation. See, when we didn't deal by the paper, it's called community for us, or tribe maybe, or civilization. These are things that we knew a woman was never without. It was never for a child to be homeless, a child to become ain't no orphan in Sufian. Ain't no homeless child. Ain't no homeless woman. This is what community is for. You bring them in. These are our own. What we doing? We letting them go to defects, boys ranch, young things.
Look at that.
Man, we don't know what they are doing to our children. We know what they already done to our woman.
That's right.
For her to be in a position like this. So as a black community, if there are any leaders, I don't know if there are any leaders today that just is beyond money and they really into reprioritizing proper values. The money gonna come.
Yeah.
We need proper values. Our women need a place they feel loved, they need inspired, they motivated to come out. Because corporations took our women jobs. Who cook better than our women? Fast food?
No.
Who dress better than our women?
The system proved that.
The people that we talking about, all they did was corrupt our woman and made her the resource when she was the resource of life, turning lemons into lemonade, turning seeds into fruits.
That's right.
Fruit. Keep reinventing the black man, but he's still where he at? Where's the ones that's coming from the righteous womb? The saving power for our women is the Al-Sufian. That's what men would never tell a woman. One woman is going to be undermined in this time if they don't know about the Al-Sufian. Because this is the time where demons are roaming and wandering. So now we got to have an identity. And this is why our children always had, because we was looking at the life beyond. We storing away for them because we going to the life beyond, teaching them about the life beyond, because they going to store it and leave it for them and just keep tearing you on. So none of us is broke, poverty, or ignorance, which is a sin in Al-Sufian. We can't be poor, we can't be broke, we can't be in poverty. Our Creator don't represent such a thing.
Oh yeah, I just want to say to some of the things that you stated. Do you know the day that they teach in the churches that the woman should keep silent? She can't even mention the divine creator name. She can't even preach nor teach. This is what they're doing today. And if you observe anything on TV today, most all the women, like you said, you got more news than anything else on planet. And then when they come on TV, all of them got what they only thing covered up is just a little point. Everything else is out that you could see. But once upon a time, you couldn't even see nothing like that there. You did good to see a woman leave when I was coming up because they all had long dresses. I'm telling y'all, you if you saw me, you were glad to see it. No, real talk. You were glad to see that lady and wonder about the rest. Yeah, curiosity kept the cat.
That's right.
And satisfaction for the back. But I'm just saying, you trying to let somebody, you trying to let somebody else see something? I thought everything was sacred. But now, whatever you do, don't let me stick your finger in that finger.
Shoot to the line, just
With a sheer out, like sheer out there.
Yeah.
You see the front, you see it all.
Yeah.
Might as well. Why you got that on?
Right.
I should have had that on at that point. We learned to see it.
They know they stirring up something. They stirring.
I don't know what faith tells them to dress like that. Man. So we'll move to the next instruction. Anybody else beautiful boys?
One power. I'll read that one. One power. Once upon a time, those who ruled according to the way didn't use it to make people known, but to keep them unknown. People get hard to manage when they know too much. Whoever rules by intellect is a curse upon the land. Whoever rules by ignorance is a blessing on it. To understand these things is to have a pattern and a model. And to understand the pattern and the model is mysterious power. Mysterious power goes deep. It reaches far. It follows things back, clear back to the great oneness. Hmm? Once upon a time, I heard that beginning of the story.
And that's what I was speaking on earlier about the European nations in the society. See, they don't understand the pattern and the model of our women.
Yeah,
See, and so now they have a mysterious power.
yeah.
But see, it's all within this pattern and model. And over 10 years ago, um, K.O.S. brought that forth as the astro chart. Astrology, that's the mysterious pattern, power, and the model. How everything is constructed for yourself or the people who know that science. That's what they use. This is why pay dates is not a reason why you get paid on Friday. That's not a coincidence. All this is a pattern.
It sure is.
Yes. It's a reason why you call it Monday. That's a model. I'm saying these things control people's minds because they don't know what they are. The day Monday,
Yeah,
the day Saturday, or
Yeah.
Sunday.
yeah.
Most people thinking about they got to go to work Monday. Sunday mean you got to go to work Monday.
That's right.
Model and pattern.
That's right.
See, these people been using this, and that's why it's been hard to break their spell as a collective.
Yeah.
But a few individuals have broke through, including myself. But this matrix that they have over all of the people,
That's right.
this is what we was going over as they spell. They got these different type of spells to cast over the people.
That's right.
And so it's a reason why spell and sales, they go together. That spark our women's sales.
Yep.
So sales and sales go together.
That's right.
So when our women see them sales, they done created sales. See, same word. So the vibrations sound the same inside.
Thank you.
So it only know the origin, the truth, and that's the real sales in the body.
There you go.
So these cells out here become the illusion of the mysterious power that we don't know is killing us.
Right on.
And we better wake up because our women, they don't have to say nothing to me because I'm a scientist. So I know behind closed doors. I had to go figure all this stuff out. But our women are getting more diseases generally, regenerationally, meaning they sexually, breast cancer, head cancer.
Yeah. A lot of that.
All of this is coming from.
Yeah.
Our women never suffer from nothing.
Sure did. Sure did.
Most dialysis, diabetes, our women
man,
never suffer from that.
truckload of it.
We don't know where this stuff comes from. So like I said, it killed my grandmother. So I took offense to find out what is the death clause that's causing us to die.
Yeah.
See, this is all important. See, and that's why the Al-Sufian Academy. I wouldn't hear y'all voice.
6. Good. Low down.
Low down.
It says low down. Lakes and rivers are lords of the 100 valleys. Why? Because they'll go lower. So they're the lords of the 100 valleys. Just so a wise soul wanting to be above other people
talks to them from below, and to guide them, follows them. And so the wise soul predominates without dominating, and leads without misleading. And people don't get tired of enjoying and praising. One who, not competing, has in all the world no competitor.
What is that teaching us?
Lakes and rivers.
Mhm. What is that teaching us?
You know, it's just a beautiful thing when you stop and think how lakes and rivers that runs into the sea and how all of it connected. You notice how everything is connected. And then even when you drill down in the ground, you hit a stream running under the ground now. That's how we get our drinking water. You drill down, hit a stream, but just the thing, run it under the earth and in the earth, and a stream running, you got it on top of your bottom. I mean, if that ain't magnificent of a divine creator, I don't know what else you think of. When we see the trees, the birds, the bees, and most of all, the air we breathe that keeps us alive and sustain us, what more we need to know? But get on the good one.
Let's hear what these three treasures are.
Three treasures. Everybody says my way is a great but improbable. All greatness is improbable. What's probable is tedious and petty. I have three treasures. I keep the treasure. I keep the treasure dinner. The first, mercy. The second, keep it in moderation. The third is the modesty. If you're merciful, you can be brave. If you are moderate, you can be generous. And if you do not presume to lead, you can lead the high and mighty. But to be brave without compassion, or generous without self-restraint, or take the lead is fatal. Compassion wins the battle and holds the fort. It is the bulwark set around those heaven hills. The three gifts: mercy, moderation, and modesty. Where do you really see this in society today? A Christian life, they're not moderate. They're not doing things in moderation. Every day they gluttony continues
That's right.
to gain for themselves, and not all.
Right. I'll take on 68. Heaven's lead. The best captain does not rush in front. The fiercest fire does not bluster. The big winner is not competing. The best boss takes a low footing. This is the power of non competition. This is the right use of ability to follow heaven's lead has always been the best way. Remember, the earth follows the heaven and heaven follows the way. These are such good wisdoms and teachings. Mm-hmm. Don't worry, they have put me to sleep many a time.
Best way.
Mm-hmm.
Now they got a Best Buy.
Hey, we'll see. I'm glad y'all see it. They always copying
They
them.
always got it. Yeah.
We got 10 more minutes, so hang in there with them. Okay.
69. Using mystery. The expert in welfare says, rather than dare make the attack, I take the attack. Rather than dare advance an inch, I retreat a foot. It's called marching without marching, rolling up your sleeves without flexing your muscles, being armed without weapon, giving the attacker no opponent. Nothing's worse than attacking what yields. To attack what yields is to throw away the prize. So, when matched armies meet, the one who comes to grief is the true victor.
Hey, that's written in a way a sister can understand. It's such a masculine opposite.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
When you see that,
That's what man would do.
all you can think about is the divine creator. He didn't make no weapons of mass destruction. He didn't make no atom bomb to harm anybody. I'm just showing you the evildoer. And then the evildoer will tell other small countries what they can't have and what they can. But it's all right for them to have a nuclear and atom bomb, but the other countries can't. I wonder why. And this is the what they call sanction that they use to control other people in other countries. Now, how can the three big bad wolves have nuclear bombs and atom bombs if they don't want nobody else to have them? I'll tell you why. Because if they want to harm somebody and control somebody, they sitting in the driver's seat to harm and hurt people. That ain't mercy. What it says, three treasures is mercy, moderation. That ain't mercy. It sure isn't. And now we want to join that and be part of that? No, we shouldn't. We got to come back home because the only thing now in this world is the life after, because once we see what we have done in this world, we see that there ain't enough, and we do know this for a fact. One day we gonna all die. When I take my last breath, I ain't gonna be worried about that. Because I'm living this life right now so I can reach the other side. Because it's two things that give us, life and death. It's just like a left hand and a right hand. You come into this existence just for a little while, and you're out of here. When I look back, seeing with my mother, My father was young, and when she was a teacher in school, he had 4 children. Now, they all gone, and two children left. See, this is real. Did they all get it right before they took their last breath? Now, I can't say. But according to the super young, it felt a little short.
That's why K.O.S is here.
And I'm so glad that I discovered and came into the super young because guess what? I like to got killed several times, not no 1 or 2 times. About 3 or 4 car wrecks, got stuck on the shore.
Yes,
A
yes.
bullet just passed my neck. We was out hunting in the woods, and my cousin got over the fence and had his gun on, had the safe off. The bullet just went right by my neck. Now I can tell you, Mr. Burke. Go ahead, son.
Right. I mean, we got to keep on the record. That's on the record. If anything need to be told from older people, it's the truth. The truth need to be told by older people how y'all was done wrong. The truth y'all did not know. What y'all was following and did not know y'all was following. Everybody has failed according to the Sufian. You fear your Lord. You don't live the way of your Lord. This is true, and I don't know how real y'all know this is. Your deeds are accounted for.
That's right.
You can sit and in your own mind act like it doesn't exist. But everybody in here have done sinful things. If you ain't cleaning that up on a real level every day, if you ain't getting wiser every day, if you're not going back to people you hurt, if you're not correcting your deeds, if you're not understanding and reading, let me show you the poorness of it. We only say about 5 sufas out of the Al-Sufian, and we have had it over 3 years. This shows no one is actually studying. This is your gateway to heaven, not me, what I'm saying. No, this is true. When people don't do, this is what happens. See, it goes wrong. That's why I won't go wrong, because I'm focused on the right. The right is only one way. It's not hard. It's to be forgetful, to be merciful, to live with love, to be wise. What is it hard about? Why are we arguing? Why are we telling sad stories? Why are we doing? It's redemption time, y'all. What y'all sad about? It's glory time. It's better than money. Whatever you had ain't better than the Al-Sufian. If it is, come bring it to me so it can save us all. Because this going to save whoever a believer. I don't know who is or not. I'm concerned about my belief. I believe in the Creator. So this is why anyone else who believes in the Creator has the same opportunity. It has to look alike. It has to look the same. I can't talk to 3 different Christians and get 3 different ounces of God. This is about oneness. Ain't no community called the Al-Sufian community. Who have got it right? Me, I seen my people get it wrong. I ain't seen nobody get it right and even attempt to get it right. So when we are talking about truth and we talking about what our children finna come into, this is not the rodeo. The rodeo is to turn everything back to its living and divine nature. And so we have 3 minutes left.
My words are so easy to understand. So easy to understand, so easy to follow. And yet, nobody in the world understands or follows them. Words come from ancient ancestors, from a mastery. These are unknown. So am I.
Come this way.
It is not valid. That's why the wise wear their jade under diamond bows.
The community is open for anything. It's all time.
I don't know, we just read one, but we didn't say anything about it. But, 71, the sick mind. To know without knowing is best. Not knowing without knowing, it is sick.
Mm.
To be sick of sickness is the only cure. The wise aren't sick. They're sick of sickness, so they're well. That was it. I was sick and tired.
There you
They're
go.
sick and tired
Mhm.
of going through the wrong choice, making wrong choice,
There you go.
and things going bad in life.
Right on.
That's what did propel me on this journey as well.
Me too. Me too.
Well, I know I'm finna go enjoy the rest of this Al-Sufian day. Peace and love to all. We'll stop sharing Al-Sufian. Al-Y2. Wisdom and